So we've got Black Bolt and White Flare battling it out on the channel daily at the moment in our daily 100 pack battles. All of those are pre-recorded, but one of the main bits of feedback I've been getting is that, well, basically there's not enough packs being ripped in one go. So for those of you who want to see a whole load of packs ripped all in one video, this is the video for you. Which you can watch as and when you want to, partway through the series. We are not going to spoil anything from the daily pack battles. This is a standalone, separate 50. I will desperately attempt to not open the inventory and have to edit over it if I do. But suffice it to say that the 50 versus 50 did not complete my master collection. There's still a few outstanding, so we're going to do another 50 versus 50 to see what we can come up with. And we've got our scoreboard up above our heads, which now, hopefully, through the power of magic and science, will automatically update itself. And I haven't labelled any of the buttons to update the numbers, so we're going to proceed with round one and hope that this is the button that updates the round number. And it is. So we've got White Flare up the top, Black Bolt down the bottom. Okay, so for round one I've messed it up, and we've got Black Bolt at the bottom, White Flare at the top, and we have got the Master Ball Snivy from Black Bolt, the Muna illustration rare from Black Bolt. So let's see if we can get the table updating. Black Bolt Master Rare, Black Bolt illustration rare, and they are going on the board, hooray. And then nothing from White Flare, and then just a regular holo from Black Bolt there. So that gives the round to Black Bolt. It does update correctly, and we can move on to round number 2. Let's just reveal that code card from White Flare at the end, and we are going to make it so that Black Bolt is up the top, White Flare is down the bottom for the rest of the rounds, just because having them alphabetically top and bottom some reason helps my brain out. Obviously collected all of the bulk already, so not really paying attention to that, just looking at these last 3 slots. And we have got the Ferrothorn Pokeball from White Flare. We've got a regular reverse there, we've got a regular reverse there, and a regular reverse there from Black Bolt. So in the last slots we have got a regular holo and a regular holo, giving the win to White Flare. And we can move straight on to round number 3 as we blitz through these 50 packs. Obviously wanting to show you the bulk anyway, but not interested. Reverse holo. That's the Pokeball cover fossil from Black Bolt. Updating correctly, good. Reverse holo, regular holo, regular holo, getting the Tornadus and Thundurus, not Landorus, that's one of the other ones, in the holo slots for the 2 paired illustrations that they give out with the ETBs. Actually got those directly in front of me at the moment, but we can move on to round number 3, and we've got the Scraggy Pokeball from Black Bolt. Nope, that's White Flare. Undo that. And then the Pokeball from Black Bolt anyway, so I should have just left that one on. Illustration rare Palpitoad from Black Bolt. Reverse holo from White Flare. Double rare from White Flare, but it's not going to beat the illustration rare, and that gives the round to Black Bolt. And I'm already catching myself slipping up because I am not pressing the round incrementer when I'm starting a round. So let's go on to round 5 now with the scoreboard correctly updated, because I've had to quickly go back and look over everything we've done so far. White Flare in round 5 is 3-1 down. 3-1 down is correct, because at the end of round 5 they will add up to 5. Keep paying attention, and hopefully we'll get through this without any errors on the scoreboard above. That means future Rob has to come back and edit it. But we have got the Heatmore Pokeball from White Flare, and a reverse holo from Black Bolt. Reverse holo from White Flare, reverse holo from Black Bolt. So it comes down to the last slot, regular holo and regular hollow will give this round to White Flare. This means at the 5th round we are 3-2 to Black Bolt with no draws. So let's move on to round number 6 and see what we can get in the pack this time. Obviously all of this bulk is going to go back into more packs in future, but for now, reverse hollow, Pokeball reverse from Black Bolt, reverse hollow, double rare from White Flare, and a regular hollow gives the win again to White Flare. So we are now at 3 apiece after round 6, and we can move on to round 7 and see what the packs have in store for us. And here's where I'm wondering whether we want to Pokeball there for Black Bolt, illustration rare for Black Bolt, and Black Bolt, much like in our pack battles, opening strongly, and that was round, that goes to Black Bolt, and we've now got more rounds than we have there, so that means that round marker hadn't been updated. We're gonna get there, and we're gonna move on to round 8, and we're going to, I think, change how this is framed, because I think you guys probably want to see those last 3 cards, don't you, really, rather than anything else. So I'm going to do a quick little bit of reframing while past Rob's just reframing that for you. I thought I'd take the opportunity to say, if you are enjoying the video and liking what you're seeing on Open That Pack, you can use my referral link, openthatpack.com/ref/scratcher, to try it out for yourself. It will give you a 10% boost on your first deposit. So if you do want to give it a go, you use that link. It only gives you extra money, and it also does give me a little bit of kickback, which helps me out with the channel and helps me out with making videos like this one, which you're watching right now. Cheers. Hope he's finished. We'll see. Right. I think that will do it. So this is round 8. We are only looking at our last 3 cards. We've got the Samurott Pokeball reverse from White Flare, the Pignite IR being our first illustration rare, and then just a regular hollow in the Zoro arc. And I think we just need to quickly flip these 2 around so that we can see those cards properly. Master Ball Conqueror, reverse hollow, and a double rare. I think the IR takes that round, so we shall give it to White Flare, and I will just do another little tweak of this to make it a little bit nicer for your viewing. Not quite aligned, but whatever. We can move on to round number 9. And it's just going to be a little bit more complicated for me to open these up, but I think it looks nicer once we get there. So in White Flare, we've got the Pokeball Energy Retrieval. Black Bolt has got just a reverse hollow. White Flare has a reverse hollow. And then another reverse from Black Bolt means that our last 2 cards don't change anything, and we can give another win to White Flare in that round before we move on to our next packs. So this should be round 10. Reverse hollow, Pokeball rare, illustration rare, reverse hollow, regular hollow, and a regular hollow again. So that's a win for White Flare with that Pokeball rare, and we can move on to round 11. Get another couple of packs opened and look for the reverse hollow, reverse hollow, reverse hollow, reverse hollow, regular hollow, regular hollow, and that is our first draw in round 11. Move into round 12, and maybe while these 2 are opening, we can take a quick look at how we're getting on so far. So generally speaking, White Flare, it's sort of more illustration rares from Black Bolt, but White Flare grinding out the victories with some Pokeball reverses, and it looks like it's going to continue trying to do so because there's the Cophagrigus. But Black Bolt has its own Pokeball reverse this time and an illustration rare. White Flare needs something to respond with, and it's only got the Brave Bangle, but it does have the Hilda Ultra Rare, an Ultra Rare we have seen in an already published episode of the pack battles, so we know that that's a duplicate, but it is enough in this instance for me to take the win. Some people say illustration rare beats ultra rare, but I know that I am desperate to fill out some of those ultra rare slots in my binder, so for today we are going to accept an ultra rare plus a Pokeball beating an illustration rare plus a Pokeball, especially because of, you know, the rarity difference between the two. So that was round 12. We can move onwards into round 13. Doing 50 today, and then there'll probably be another one of these with another 50. But White Flare, reverse, Haxorus Pokeball from Black Bolt. And the Go Lurk, we just had the Galette, now we've got the Go Lurk IR. Gothorita reverse, Reshiram, double rare, which means White Flare is not going to win this one in round 13, even though there isn't anything left in that last Black Bolt slot. So, round 14, on we move. White Flare, Black Bolt, Herdia Pokeball. Lots of Pokeball rares from White Flare today. Reverse, reverse, reverse. Regular holo, regular holo. Nothing much else in that round means White Flare will take another win, and we can move into round 15. Black Bolt opening proceedings with the Pokeball Landorus. There's the Pokeball Stunfisk from White Flare. There's Scrafty. That is our friend Slowbike's favourite Pokemon by far, bar none. He calls himself Slowbike, but he's Scrafty at heart. And there's the Meloetta Ultra Rare from Black Bolt, which will take the round for them, and we can move into round 16 with just 2 wins separating the 2 contenders. And Black Bolt's opening with a regular reverse, but there's the Pokeball Ignite from White Flare, which will be the first rarity to go into double digits from either of these 2 combatants. And there's a Chandelure illustration rare, very nice illustration rare. Kind of reminds me of Luigi's Mansion, not sure why, possibly because of the Mario Kart track where you go through the haunted mansion and there's those sort of creepy chandeliers either side. But that will be a White Flare victory, and we can just double check the maths and say yes, we are still correct, and we can move into round 17. Black Bolt, White Flare, reverse holo, reverse holo, reverse holo, reverse holo, regular holo, regular holo. It is a draw. Second draw in this 50 versus 50. And we can move into round 80. Reverse holo, Pokeball reverse, reverse holo, reverse holo, regular holo, regular holo. So White Flare taking another victory by the skin of its teeth, and that takes us into round 19. Pokeball reverse from Black Bolt opens proceedings. Pokeball reverse response from White Flare, all tied up at the moment. Reverse holo, reverse holo, holo, holo means that is our third draw, and so we can continue into round number 20 and take a look at what Black Bolt has to offer. Reverse, reverse from White Flare as well. Poor illustration rare from Black Bolt. Reverse from White Flare, regular holo, and the double rare from Black Bolt means that's a win for Black Bolt, and we can move on into round 21. Most of the time we see the odds sort of shake out as we go through these on Open That Pack. You know, you're going to converge, and with these sets being the same under the hood, as we get a Pokeball and then a Master Ball opening from White Flare. First Master Ball from White Flare today. Reverse Holo, Reverse Holo. Yeah, you do see the odds converge. This is just for a bit of fun. Holo means that the Master Ball does take it for White Flare today. We can move. I say today. This isn't one of the pack battle videos. What am I saying? For now. For this round. Not day. Pay attention. So we are in round 22. Reverse Holo. Reverse Holo. Reverse Holo. Reverse Holo. Ends Plan. Ultra Rare. Got a couple of those, but it will make the difference in this round, especially if all White Flare can pull is the double rare. So that brings us up to 8 victories for Black Bolt, and we can move on into round 23. Almost at the halfway point, and we can take stock as a Master Ball comes out from Black Bolt and a Pokeball from White Flare. So continuing to duel on the Reverse Holos, but there's the Genesect SIR from Black Bolt. Great card for pulling right now, because I think there's going to be a Genesect double rare to go with it, apparently. But that is going to be the round for Black Bolt. And we can move into round 24. And we've got... Might need to pause at the halfway point. I've been talking a lot in quick succession. Pansage. I also want to double check that everything is going right. And we've got double Master Balls in this round, so both tied up at the moment. Reverse plays regular, plays regular. So that is a draw in round 24. And that sort of rhymes, I guess. But this is going to be our halfway point, round 25. We can sort of take stock with a Pokeball rare opening from Black Bolt. Why is my mouse click not working? Is my mouse running out of battery? Reverse Holo. Reverse Holo. Scraggy to go with the Scrafty. Oh, Slowbloke will be pleased. And then the Landorus and the Tornadus this time. There we go. So halfway through. Ignore the stuff on the right. That's just zoomed. The right. That's just zoomed in and a little bit wonky at the moment. But at the halfway point, the only big hitter we've had is that SIR out of Black Bolt, but it is losing 9-11 at the halfway point. I forgot to count who won in that last round. Pretty sure it was the illustration rare from White Flare. Let's go back to the tape and just quickly check. And yes, it was that last round where I just missed off, chalking up White Flare's victory. So it looks like, you know, pretty much even Stevens. Couple of little bits up and down here and there, but White Flare, generally speaking, is winning in terms of what it pulls up against Black Bolt in a particular round, and we can move ourselves right along into the second half, into round 26, and see what we can pull. Pokegear, Pokeball. Say Poke. Oh, it's Pokegear, Pokeball, Blitzel Pokeball from White Flare. Zorua, illustration rare from White Flare. Do you have anything, Black Bolt? No. So White Flare's got the win, but has it got anything else for me? Not now. Not in this round. We can move into round 27 and see what we've got. Reverse Holo, Reverse Holo, Reverse Holo, Reverse Holo. Regular Holo, regular Holo. Another draw. Seeing a few more draws this time than we were seeing in the pack battles, I think, as we can go into round number 28 and do a quick little bit of some math check. Yep, reverse, reverse, reverse. Volcarona illustration rare from Black Bolt. Superior double rare. You're going to need something special, White Flare. What have you got? What have you got? Not much. Black Bolt wins that round. Round 28, and we can go straight on into round 29. Black Bolt, White Flare. Boom, Mine Shell, Pokeball. Reverse Hollow Dwebble, Reverse Hollow Professor's Research, the Sewaddle illustration rare. Terrakion Hollow and a regular Hollow puts the round in White Flare's court for round 29, and we can go to 30. Master Ball Dwebble, Reverse Hollow Terrakion. There's the Hilda SIR from White Flare, and slight spoiler, I know I need that one still. Meloetta Double Rare isn't going to beat that SIR, so White Flare's got the win, but does it have anything else for me? Just a Emboar Hollow. So on we can move to round 31. And I'm just checking the board after every round to make sure I've updated everything. It's a little bit of a juggling act. Reverse Hollow, Reverse Hollow, Reverse Hollow, Reverse Hollow, Double Rare, and a regular Hollow means Black Bolt on that round. We can go to 32 and see what they've got for us. White Flare Reverse, Black Bolt Reverse, back to back SIRs. The Hilda comes again. The Seismitoad illustration rare. Oh, that is a card that I am very glad to not have to pick up as a single, because I know how valuable that card is for some obscure reason. Very happy to pick that one up, but it doesn't take it from the special illustration rare Hilda that we've just managed to get. So we are, oh, hang on, 16, 27, 32. We are round 33. Black Bolt, White Flare once again. And reverse, 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 reverse. Double rare. We'll take it unless White Flare. No, nothing from White Flare. So the double rare takes it, and we are at 12-16 to White Flare today. And we are in round 34. Thank you. Reverse, reverse, reverse. Reverse. Archops Hollow. Yes! Black White Rare. That's the Zekrom. Don't have a special colour for it this time because it's not a Victini. But that means that we have now filled out pretty much all of our Black White Rare slots without saying any spoilers. There's still at least one gap. But I think that might... Did I put in the win? Uh-oh, did I put in the win? 28, 33, 34. Black Bolt takes it right there with the Black White Rare Zekrom. Happy days. We're now in round 35. We're now in round 35. This is the risk. When I get something good, my brain loses track of everything else and is just thrilled about the pull. So... does a double rare beat a Pokeball? A double rare beats a Pokeball. And Black Bolt is clawing its way back in, inspired by that Zekrom. We are in round 36 here. Pokeball! Reverse, reverse. Come on. Herdia, illustration rare. Those of you who have seen the anime will be sad about a Stoutland if that reminds you of the Stoutland, but those of you who don't know will just be confused as to what I'm going on about. It's not a Stoutland, it is a Herdia, but it is enough for White Flare to take the win in that round. And we can move on to, let's just double check the maths, yes, round 37. Black Bolt, White Flare. Can we just get the White Reshiram now? Please, it'd be a good video to get both in one Pokeball. And I need to be quiet because I've realised that I might be spoiling what I have or have not pulled elsewhere. Reverse, reverse, hollow, Black Bolt win. Round 38, here we come. Oh dear. to keep your focus when you're releasing things out of order, and not draw attention to it when you do mess up, I guess. But too late for that now. On we go. Reverse, reverse, reverse. Just last slot for this round will make the difference, and it is all tied up in this round. And we can move into round 39. Pokeball. Pokeball. Reverse. Do what? Illustration. Landorus reverse. Gothitelle reverse. Do what? Illustration. White Flare takes it. We move into round 40. And Black Bolt. Oh, hang on. 33, 39. This is... This is round 40. Because at the end of round 40, there'll be 10 more to go. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. And then round 50, we'll take the last one. Yeah. No mistakes here. No mistakes. Everything's smooth as silk. As we pull a Pokeball from Black Bolt. A reverse from White Flare. Tepig! Illustration rare from White Flare. Just a regular Snivy from Black Bolt. The Zekrom double rare isn't enough for White Flare, so the win's already in the column. Willing it into existence. Oh dear. I'm okay. Yep, that's a thing that happened. Round 41. We might have to decide what to do with the other half of this series, because I've hit the big things. I've hit all the big things, I think, now. Reverse, reverse. Pignite illustration. Reverse. Regular holo. Bouffalont double rare. That's a White Flare win. I wasn't expecting to have to push all the buttons to count everything in this. And that is now... Yep, that's the end of round 41. We can move into round 42. I should probably give myself more time to just assess what has just happened, but I kind of just want to get through this so I can go and frankly tell the kids what's happened, because we don't put our kids on camera in this channel. In fact, I built a special thing to hide them as we give this round to White Flare, basically to hide the webcam in case they accidentally did come in, but they haven't as yet. But I imagine I've probably got a message from my wife saying, "What's the noise? What's going on?" End of round 42 though. We can move on to round 43. Get through these last 8 packs. Terrakion Pokeball. Maractus the Cactus Reverse Simisage illustration rare. Reverse holo. Regular holo. And the Kyurem double rare. That's a Black Bolt win. They can still bring it back, I'm pretty sure. I think they've got to win everything. No, okay. They can afford to drop one more. So we're in round 44. 7 packs to go of each. And they are 5 behind. Reverse. 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 Double rare. I wonder if I've been pushing the wrong button every now and then, but we'll find out later in the edit. Double rare, and Black Bolt does take it. Is it going to be a sprint to the finish between these two as we go for 6 packs to go? Remember to increment the round counter and hope that you've not done it twice. Reverse, reverse, Scolipede illustration rare. Reverse, Bouffalont double rare. That means Black Bolt's got it. Black Bolt's got it, let's update that. And then the regular holo means that we can go on to round 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Yep. Round 46. Oh, I'm pumped. I'm too pumped up. I want to get these shipped. I want to get them in my hand so I can see them. Pokeball opening from Black Bolt means that it's got a chance, but Pokeball response from White Flare means that Black Bolt's going to need to have something else if it wants to continue catching up, and it's not got anything else. Is White Flare going to rub salt in the wound? No, so that is just a draw. Does keep Black Bolt with a greater chance of being able to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat, as we can go into round 47. Pokeball. Pokeball. Reverse. Illustration rare. I like that guy. That's a cool guy. Let's reveal the last of White Flare so we can hopefully, yes, give the win to Black Bolt. And we can move into round 48. So that's 3 more rounds, 48, 49, 50. With Black Bolt just 2 behind. We're going to see a draw. Reverse, 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 reverse. Hollow, hollow, draw. Black Bolt can do no more than draw the whole series at this point. So White Flare just needs to win a round as we go into our penultimate round, round 49. Reverse, reverse, Gigalith. Should I read out the names? I don't know. Frillish reverse. Pokegear reverse. Terrakion hollow. So Black Bolt needs something, anything in this slot to stay in. It's not got anything. It's another draw, which means White Flare is going to take the series as we go into round 50. But I think we can all say we are wholly satisfied with that. Pulled an SIR that I needed and pulled both the black Zekrom and the white Reshiram as we reveal the last card to see whether it's going to be 1 out from victory. It's not, it's another draw. So we finish this run 21-19 to White Flare. I don't have anything interesting I can put on the screen on the right, maybe. Let's see, I can cover it in the edit if it's not. No, can't look down. There we go. We can push this button. We can zip down. We can say hello Zekrom. And we can push this button and we can zip down. On this side, we can say hello Reshiram. And yes, for those of you who've been keeping up with the pack battles, we did pull the Red Victini successfully in the other set of pack battles. So this master set looks like it's well on the way. There will be a binder video once these are shipped in. Have managed to secure one of the latest drops from Vortex, which is one of the Black Bolt White Flare binders. You know what? I missed out on using Slowbloke's discount code, so head over to his channel if you want to use his new discount code, because yeah, you'll score a little bit of money off there, and he's been good at plugging my channel, so why shouldn't I return the favour? But obviously, if you've enjoyed what you've seen here, you can head over to the Shorts tab on my channel and go catch up with the 100v100, which is going on daily at the moment. I think this is at around day 20 that I'm recording this video. So another 80 battles to go over there, which will be coming out day by day. I need to sit down and think about whether I want to do another 50 versus 50, because I actually loaded all the funds to do the 100v100 for this, but having pulled these two, I think I might reconsider what I'm going to move on to next. Goes without saying, if what you've seen today makes you interested in having a go and open that pack, feel free to use my referral link in the description below, omenthatpack.com/ref/scratcher to have a go for yourself. You'll get a 10% bonus on your first deposit, and it will go some way to helping me out on this channel and helping me fund certain dubiously sensible decisions like gripping 50 versus 50 that has somewhat come off for today. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. Like the video if you want luck like mine, completely stealing Slowbloke's thing, but today has been a good day. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.